Nutrikids, good for mum, way better for kids. Made with love by Clover.
And now a little something for the kids. With the Clover Nutrikids range, caring for your child's nutrition has been made a little easier. Now, if you have come to find yourself running out of delicious ideas to keep the kids happy and really cheerful for their lunchbox breaks at school, we reckon Chef Chewme's spaghetti and veg nests are literally the perfect item to go with Nutrikids juice. SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 to get this quick and easy recipe. SMS are R1.50 each and free SMSs do not apply. But also, I mean, not only for the kids, these things are delicious, Chewme.
They're perfect, especially because with this recipe, we use leftovers from the night before.
Yeah.
So let's say perhaps you've had pasta, you've had spaghetti. This is the perfect recipe to make for lunch for the following day.
It all looks so delicious.
Thank you. So what we're going to start with now is our eggs. We've got some eggs that we've just whisked together.
Okay.
And then we're going to add our frozen veg. So this is another convenience. You don't have to go out and look for other things. You've probably got veg in your house, so just whatever fresh veg you've got that cooks quickly, just put that in there and then mix this together.
Yeah.
The reason we've put the eggs in there is just so that it can bind together and hold together and doesn't fall apart. And then after this, all we're going to do is just add our spaghetti. So whatever you've actually...
from last night.
Yes, so you don't have to...
Even rice.
If you'd like to, you can, yes. Any starch that actually holds together really well. Okay. So like I've mentioned, because we've added the egg, it'll actually hold, help the ingredients hold together in the actual tin.
So what could we use? Potato, rice, pasta...
Anything,
any of that?
Yeah, anything obviously that's not too heavy that'll make the baby fall asleep after the child fall asleep in class. Sure. So anything nice and light would be perfect. And obviously you're packing as much veggies in there, so we're trying to make sure that they still get their nutrients and all of that. And this is a perfect pairing for the lunch, for the Nutrikids juice. So that actually works perfectly for the lunch menu.
Because then your kids are getting the fruitiness from the juice.
Yes.
And then, of course, veggies from this very clever veggie disguise.
Perfect. Yes, exactly. And they won't even know. They'll just think it's sweets and all the beautiful colours in there. They'll obviously think it's...
Am I getting a little bit excited packing these two full?
Perfect. The more you get in, the better, because it means they're getting more nutrients in there. So that's perfect, actually.
That's good.
While you do that, let me actually start topping up the cheese. So what we've done here, we've got some that are par-cooked, just to show you how it actually looks. So this is how it's going to look once you've par-cooked it. And we're just adding some cheese on top of these while you're adding the rest of those in there. And we're going to bake this in the oven for like 15 minutes, just to get the cheese nice and melted. But also we want the spaghetti to be nice and crispy, and like I mentioned earlier, to hold together. So as I'm filling these with cheese, what I was doing now with this measuring cup is just packing them down so that it actually is nice and fully packed, and it's not like got holes in there. Because the more empty
there can't be any air.
Yes, the more empty spaces there are there, it's going to actually fall apart.
Oh, you're such a good mommy. I love this.
And that's one of the ways that I can actually get my son to eat his veggies as well, because I just hide it in this beautiful look. He'll think it's a muffin. He'll obviously think it's sweet. He'll obviously think that it's something to play with. So it's perfect because it fits in his lunch tin. And even if I've got leftover spaghetti, I also don't have to worry about having to make another meal. I can eat the very same spaghetti myself.
Of course.
But just make it look fancy for the little one.
And do you think by doing little things like this, you're actually training your child to start enjoying vegetables?
Exactly, training him to enjoy vegetables, and also just to look at food in a different light. It doesn't have to be bad, because people always consider the fact that, oh, if it's spaghetti, then it's not good for you. Just top it up with as many veggies as you can, and it does become good for you eventually.
I mean, this is so delicious. Look how gorgeously cheesy these little babes are. And then what do you do? Just add some little
nice, beautiful greens afterwards. If you'd like to, you can also add some sauce of any kind if you'd like, whatever you'd like to. But this is basically the perfect lunch recipe for your child.
Because, I mean, just two of these, I'd say, in a lunchbox with a little juice is enough for a little child.
Yogurt, any of the Nutrikids range is perfect, because then the juice is nice and refreshing. The yogurt is also filled with all those nutrients. Perfect for their lunchbox.
Stunning. Hey, presto. Good for mum, way better for kids. And, of course, SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 for this great recipe. And here's a quick reminder of the steps in case you missed them.
Made with love by Clover. Nutrikids, good for mum, way better for kids. Made with love by Clover.